Hello students, welcome back. This is the second part of first chapter of class 11th chemistry, and in the previous video we have discussed about matter and its classification. Here it is. We classify matter on two bases. First one is on the behalf of its physical state and second one is on the behalf of its chemical composition. In the previous one, we had already discussed about solid, liquid and gas, all the three physical states of matter. In this video, we will discuss about the chemical classification of matter. So, if we classify matter chemically, then we get two categories. First one is our pure substances and second one is our mixtures. In this section, we will discuss about our pure substances, and after that we will differentiate about elements and compounds, and further we will discuss about metals, non-metals and metalloids. So let's get started. So firstly, if we say the word pure, what does it mean? अब इसमें हमें कुछ चीज़ें समझनी पड़ेगी, क्योंकि जब हम प्योर वर्ड या शुद्ध जो शब्द है उसका इस्तेमाल करते हैं तो उसका डेली लाइफ और केमिस्ट्री की लाइफ में अंतर, उसका जो मतलब है वो अलग अलग है। कैसे मतलब अलग है? अगर आप किसी के पास दूध लेने जाते हैं तो आप उसको कहेंगे कि मुझे प्योर दूध देना, और इस बात का मतलब होगा कि आप चाहते हैं कि उस दूध में कोई एक्सटर्नल मिलावट ना हो, कोई एडिशनल चीज़ ना मिलाई गई हो या बाहर से उसमें पानी ना मिलाया गया हो। लेकिन इफ़ वी टॉक इन द टर्म्स ऑफ केमिस्ट्री, इट इज़ नॉट लाइक दैट। सो केमिस्ट्री प्योर किसको मानती है? केमिस्ट्री प्योर मानती है सेम केमिकल कंपोजिशन को। When we talk in terms of chemistry, then what are the pure substances? So pure substances are those substances whose chemical composition is same. So same chemical composition. And what does it mean? Same chemical composition का मतलब क्या है? So we will discuss it through some examples. Let's think about हाइड्रोजन एटम और हाइड्रोजन, हीलियम, ऑक्सीजन एंड नाइट्रोजन. These are four atoms written here. So if we talk about hydrogen atom or helium gas, it contain only hydrogen atom, helium atom and oxygen atom. Let us take another example. If we talk about RO water are H2O. जब आप RO वाटर की बात करेंगे और सपोज कीजिए कि आपके पास एक वेसल है और उसमें आपने RO का वाटर लिया है, H2O लिया है, सो उस पूरे कंटेनर में, उस पूरे वेसल में जो कंपोजिशन होगा वो H2O का होगा। यानी कि सारे जो मॉलिक्यूल्स होंगे वो H2O के होंगे, जो एक जैसे होंगे, H2O। इस तरीके के मॉलिक्यूल से सारा वेसल भरा हुआ होगा। सो ऐसे सब्सटेंस, ऐसी चीज़ें जो एक ही तरह के कंपाउंड से, एक ही तरह के मॉलिक्यूल से मिलकर बनी हुई होती है, उसको हम कहते हैं प्योर सब्सटेंसेस. So pure substances are those substances which contains only one type of substances. It contains only one type of substances. Further, we can take more examples to understand this. Let us assume sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is written as H2SO4. When we talk about pure sulfuric acid, it contains only the molecules of H2SO4. That's why it is in the category of pure substance. Here we can see two types of examples is taken. First one is examples of single atoms. We will write it category A, and second category, which is H2 and H2SO4, name B, the B category. These two categories are different examples of pure substances. First one is single type of substance, single elements, and the second category is compound category. Second category is called compound category. What does it mean? It means the pure substances are further classified into two categories. First one is elements, and second one is compounds. So now we will discuss about elements. What are elements? Elements are the simpler pure substances, we can say. तो ऐसे सब्सटेंस जिनको और फर्दर डिकम्पोज नहीं किया जा सकता किसी भी सिंपलर सब्सटेंस में या किसी भी मेथड से, उनको हम एलिमेंट्स बोलते हैं. या ऐसा कह सकते हैं कि जो सिंगल सब्सटेंसेस होते हैं, सिंगल एटॉमिक सब्सटेंसेस होते हैं, उनको हम एलिमेंट्स कहते हैं. जैसे हाइड्रोजन एटम आपका, हीलियम एटम, ऑक्सीजन एटम, नाइट्रोजन एटम एंड सो ऑन, कैल्शियम एटम. सो such pure substances which cannot be further decomposed into any simpler substances by any physical or chemical method are called elements. Now elements also categorized into three categories. First one is our metals, second one is our non-metals, and third one is our metalloids. इनको डिस्कस करने से पहले कुछ फैक्ट्स हम पढ़ लेते हैं जो एलिमेंट्स के बारे में है. फैक्ट्स किसके बारे में? एलिमेंट्स के बारे में. फैक्ट नंबर 1, हमारे पास एक पेरियोडिक टेबल है और उस पेरियोडिक टेबल में एलिमेंट्स को अरेंज किया गया है. सो देयर आर 118 एलिमेंट्स in our periodic table. Second interesting fact, जो हमारी अर्थ क्रस्ट है उसमें 118 एलिमेंट में से ऑलमोस्ट 92 एलिमेंट्स पाए जाते हैं. सो 92 एलिमेंट्स आर फाउंड इन अर्थ crust, like gold, silver and copper. Another interesting fact is earth crust का 90% केवल 5 एलिमेंट से मिलकर बना है. जो अर्थ क्रस्ट है उसका 90% of earth crust is composed of only 5 elements. What are these elements? These are oxygen, silicon, aluminum, iron and calcium. These are interesting facts about elements. Now we will move to are metals, non-metals, and metalloids. First, revise ones. Pure substances are those substances which contains only one type of substances. Pure substances are classified into two categories. First one is elements and second one is compounds. Uh, Compounds we will discuss further. What are elements? Elements are single atoms, or we can say those pure substances which cannot be further decomposed into any simpler substances by any physical or chemical methods are called elements, such as hydrogen, helium, oxygen, nitrogen, calcium, and so on. Some interesting facts about elements: there are 118 elements in our periodic table, and 92 92 among of them are found in earth crust, like gold, silver, copper. And we are it is surprising to know the 90% of earth crust is composed of only 5 elements, like oxygen, silicon, aluminium, iron, and calcium. Now we will move to our further classification. What are metals, non-metals, and metalloids? So metals, non-metals, and metalloids are the part of elements. Basically, elements are classified into three categories. First one is metal. Second one is non-metals. And the third part is metalloids. So what are now metals? Metals are those solid elements. Generally we can say metals are those solid elements which have the following properties. First important property: these are conductors, good conductors of heat and electricity. So metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. Second one, they have shiny surface, or we can say metals are lustrous. We can say metals are lustrous. Lustrous means shining surface. Third important property of metals is malleability. So metals are malleable. Now what does it mean, malleable? मेलिएबल वो प्रॉपर्टी है जिसको हम कहते हैं कि अगर मेटल को हैमर किया जाए तो वो थिन शीट में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगी. वेरी थिन शीट कैन मेक बाय हैमरिंग. So another important property is they are ductile. Metals are ductile. So what does it mean? It means we can draw a wire from metals. You are surprised. You will be surprised to know that about 2 kilometer long wire can be drawn from long wire can be drawn from 2 sorry 1 gram of 1 gram of gold. सो मेटल्स क्या हुए? मेटल्स वो सारे सॉलिड एलिमेंट्स होते हैं जो हीट और इलेक्ट्रिसिटी के गुड कंडक्टर्स होते हैं। शाइनी सरफेस होता है, मेलिएबल होते हैं यानी कि उनको बहुत, जब हम उनको हैमर करते हैं तो वो थिन शीट में कन्वर्ट हो जाते हैं, टूटते नहीं हैं। डक्टाइल होते हैं, उनसे हम वायर ड्रॉ कर सकते हैं, वायर बना सकते हैं, और जब हम उनको खींचते हैं तो भी वो नहीं टूटते हैं। ये प्रॉपर्टी भी मेटल्स की होती है। अब जब हम मेटल्स को सॉलिड कहते हैं तो एक एक्सेप्शन है विच इज मर्करी, एंड मर्करी इज अ एक्सेप्शन, मर्करी इज एन एक्सेप्शन दैट metals are solid because mercury is in liquid form. सो एग्जाम्पल के लिए हम आयरन को ले लेते हैं। आयरन, एल्यूमिनियम, कॉपर, गोल्ड, silver, etc. These are our metals. So now what are non-metals? Non-metals are those elements which have properties opposite to metals. That means they are poor conductors or insulators of heat and electricity. Insulators of heat and electricity. Generally, these are not lustrous, not shiny, and they don't show the property of malleability or ductility. These are generally called brittle. These can hard but brittle. Brittle means ऐसी कोई चीज़ जिसको आप चोट करते हैं, हैमर करते हैं तो वो स्कैटर कर जाती है, टूट के बिखर जाती है अलग अलग चीज़ों में, उसको हम ब्रिटल बोलते हैं। सो जो नॉन मेटल्स होते हैं वो इंसुलेटर्स होते हैं हीट और इलेक्ट्रिसिटी के। शाइनी सरफेस नहीं होता है उनका, हार्डन ब्रिटल होते हैं। जैसे एग्जाम्पल के लिए हम इसमें ले सकते हैं हमारी गैसेस। गैसेस में आपका ऑक्सीजन हो गया, नाइट्रोजन हो गया, और इफ वी टॉक अबाउट सॉलिड्स, देन सॉलिड्स में भी हमारे नॉन मेटल्स होते हैं लाइक कार्बन, phosphorus, etc. Now we will talk about metalloids. What are metalloids? So metalloids are those elements which have properties between metals and non-metals. It means they show properties of both metals and non-metals. Generally at low temperature, metalloids behaves like non-metals, and at room temperature or high temperature they behave like metals. For example, germanium, arsenic, silicon, etc. Among the 118 elements in periodic table, among the 118 elements in the periodic table, 95 to 96 are metals, about 18 are non-metals, and about 7, yeah, or exactly 7 are metalloids. So this is the classification of elements. Now let's summarize. In the starting of this video, we will discuss we discussed about pure substances. So pure substances are those substances which have same chemical composition or contain only one type of substance. For example, hydrogen, helium, oxygen, nitrogen, RO water, H2O, sulfuric acid, nitric acid, etc. And in these examples, there are two categories. First is category A, in which single atoms are used, and second one is category B, in which compounds are used. So pure substances are further classified into elements and compounds. In this section, we discussed about elements. So what are elements? Elements are those pure substances which contain single atoms, or we can say any pure substance which cannot be further decomposed by any physical or chemical method are called elements. Some interesting facts about elements are there are 118 elements in our periodic table, in which 92 elements are found in earth crust, like gold, silver, and copper. And it's a surprising fact that our earth crust's 90% composition is composed of only 5 elements like oxygen, silicon, aluminium, iron, and calcium. Now, elements are further classified into three categories: metals, non-metals, and metalloids. So, what are metals, non-metals, and metalloids? Elements are classified into three categories: metals, non-metals, and metalloids. So, what are metals? Metals are those substances which have the following properties. These are good conductors of heat and electricity. These are lustrous, shiny surface. These are malleable. इनको हम थिन शीट में कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं हैमरिंग करके. ये डक्टाइल होते हैं, इनसे वायर ड्रॉ किए जा सकते हैं. एंड here Hg is written because of it's a exception. Mercury is found in liquid state. Other metals generally are found in solid state. Example: iron, aluminium, copper, gold, or silver. So non-metals are opposite to metals. These are insulators of heat and electricity, do not have shiny surface, they are brittle in nature. Example are gases: O, oxygen, N, nitrogen. These are written in molecular form, but we are talking about elements, so we will write it O and N only. So gases, oxygen, nitrogen, and are solid. Carbon and phosphorus, like elements, are called non-metals. Third category is metalloids. Metalloids are those elements which can behave like both metals and non-metals. Generally at low temperature, they behave like non-metals, and at room temperature they behave like metals. Examples are germanium, arsenic, silicon, and etc. Among the 118 elements, there are 95 to 96 generally metals, about 80 non-metals, and exactly 7 metalloids. That's it for this video.